Did you know that the Coral Sea Battle, fought in 1942, was the first naval battle in history where enemy ships never actually saw each other? This remarkable aspect of the battle not only changed the nature of naval warfare, but also became a pivotal moment in the Pacific War. The Coral Sea Battle, fought between May 4th to 8th, 1942, was unlike any naval engagement before it. Both the United States and Japan relied heavily on aircraft carriers and airplanes to fight, marking a significant shift in how naval battles would be fought in the future. This battle was crucial not only for the direct impact it had on the strategic direction of the Pacific War, but also for the long-term transformation it brought to naval combat. It effectively halted Japan's southward expansion and set the stage for a series of Allied victories in the months to come. In the early part of 1942, Japan's expansion seemed unstoppable. After the attack on Pearl Harbor, Japan swiftly took control of vast territories across Asia and the Pacific. Their next goal was to invade Port Moresby in New Guinea, a strategic location that would have allowed them to threaten Australia, further expanding their dominance in the Pacific. The United States, still reeling from the devastating blow at Pearl Harbor, knew it had to take action to prevent Japan from achieving its goals. As tensions between the two powers escalated, the Coral Sea became the focal point for what would be a critical naval confrontation. The battle that followed was unlike any other in naval history. The Coral Sea Battle was the first major naval battle fought exclusively with aircraft carriers and airplanes, a completely new kind of warfare at sea. On May 7th, American aircraft launched a devastating strike on the Japanese fleet, sinking the Japanese carrier Shoho. While this was a significant blow to the Japanese forces, the battle didn't end there. On the next day, May 8th, Japan's Shikaku was severely damaged in an air attack by U.S. planes. In retaliation, the U.S. lost its own aircraft carrier Lexington, which was heavily damaged and eventually sunk. The loss of the Lexington was a massive blow to the U.S. Navy. But despite the U.S. suffering a major loss, the battle had a profound strategic effect. The American victory, though costly, successfully disrupted Japan's plan to invade Port Moresby, halting their southward advance and preventing them from establishing a base so close to Australia. The challenges faced by both forces during this battle were monumental. The battle was fought over a vast area of the Pacific, and both sides had to overcome immense logistical challenges. The U.S. had to coordinate its naval and air forces across massive distances, often working with incomplete intelligence and poor communication. Japan, on the other hand, had to deal with issues of maintaining air superiority while battling through rough conditions. Additionally, both sides relied on long-range reconnaissance and radar to locate and strike at each other's fleets, which made the battle even more unpredictable. The lack of direct engagement between the ships added a layer of complexity and tension to the entire conflict, as both sides launched air attacks with limited visibility, relying heavily on their pilots' skill and bravery. In terms of outcomes, while the Coral Sea Battle was not a clear-cut victory for either side, it was a strategic win for the United States. Although the U.S. lost a carrier, Japan's losses in terms of aircraft and personnel were far more significant. Japan was forced to abandon its plans to take Port Moresby, and its naval superiority in the region was effectively challenged. In the broader context of the Pacific War, this battle marked the beginning of a shift in momentum. The Coral Sea Battle provided the United States with the much-needed morale boost and gave them the strategic leverage to take further action. Just a month later, the U.S. would achieve a decisive victory in the Battle of Midway, which would significantly weaken Japan's naval power and lead to a series of Allied victories. The lasting impact of the Coral Sea Battle on naval warfare cannot be overstated. The battle proved that aircraft carriers would play a central role in future naval battles, replacing the battleship as the dominant force. The use of long-range aircraft to strike from distances previously thought impossible changed the course of naval combat forever. The lessons learned from the Coral Sea would influence every naval engagement in the Pacific, especially in the key battles that would follow. The battle also symbolized the beginning of the end for Japan's unchecked expansion in the Pacific. It showed that the Allied forces were capable of standing up to the mighty Japanese Empire, and it marked the start of a new chapter in the Pacific War. The Coral Sea Battle, while not as widely known as later battles like Midway, was a crucial moment in World War II. It was the first real check on Japan's momentum, and a testament to the strategic planning and bravery of both the American and Japanese forces. More importantly, it highlighted the shift from traditional naval engagements to a new kind of warfare that would dominate the seas for the remainder of the conflict. Its effects were far-reaching, not only influencing the strategy and tactics of the Pacific War, but also shaping the future of naval warfare as we know it today. The Coral Sea Battle may not have been the war's final victory, but it was undeniably the battle that changed the direction of the Pacific War and set the stage for the ultimate defeat of Japan.